Top of the top. What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? Randy Clark. What up, y'all? Good morning, y'all. We back. Welcome to For No Fame Live episode 554. What's up, y'all? Told y'all sometime I don't wake up till I get started, but I be up since 5 o'clock. I be up from 5 o'clock struggling. What's up, One Track? What's up, Shayna? One Track Record is the channel. Y'all should already know. What's up, J.E.? What's up, Don? Good morning, y'all. Good morning, family. Good to see y'all, man. What's up, y'all? Good morning, Miss Jackie. Good morning. What's up, George? What up? What up? What's up, Miss Deja? Good morning. I see y'all up ready, man. Jamal Johnson, what's the word? It's the intro. Shout out to the people, man. Callie Cush. Tanya B. What's up, y'all? Good to see everybody. Hey, John, I saw you in here first thing first. What up, John Shad? What's up, Front Street? What up, Just? All right, y'all. We're going to chop it up. Y'all know I'm going to stick around. We're going to get into it. Couple things to talk about. Things getting real out here, as we already know. What's up, Dragon Lady? What's up, Slay and Pray? Where y'all been at? Anyway, let's go. We got a few things to talk about. Mostly going to be talking about real things because that's what time we in. But on the cover, we're going to be talking about these two idiots. Yeah, two idiots. Two more black idiots. Two more African Americans. Anyway, BLUEFACE sentence for Las Vegas shooting. Don't forget, y'all, Kevy D just got locked up in Las Vegas. There's two LA individuals that got business in Las Vegas same week. Anyway, we're going to talk about LA too, and we're going to look at the new law they just passed. How many people know about the new law they just passed in LA? Because I heard whenever it's some shenanigans going on, they like to pass laws. And the laws they pass affect people's life forever. A lot of things change in America. One thing that does not change very often are laws. And most laws are against certain people. I'm also going to be talking about Jimmy Butler, the basketball player for the Miami Heat, has sold out. And I have respect for Jimmy Buckets. That's his nickname, Jimmy Buckets. I have respect for Jimmy Buckets. But I guess that just got thrown out the window. Because Jimmy Buckets, he out here playing himself. Anyway, let's get into it. Who up in here, man? Shout out to the replay gang, man. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to tell people. Whatever. Everybody play a part, man. All appreciate it. Everybody that donate. Everybody that take their seconds out of their day to pull up. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Latasha Jordan? What's up, sis? All right. Let's go. BLUEFACE, the idiot. BLUEFACE sentence for Vegas strip club shooting. Now, do y'all remember BLUEFACE allegedly had a stabbing? He allegedly stabbed somebody, remember? He allegedly shot at somebody and shot him. But you still saw BLUEFACE walking around, wilding out, doing whatever he want to do, like he didn't have to go to court or nothing. Like I told y'all, man, some people are sanctioned to do whatever they want, and some of us, we just can't. Because if one of us was in Vegas on vacation and we bust a shot at somebody, we'll be in jail. I know for a fact I'll be in jail. I know for a fact I'll be in jail. If I shot at somebody on a Vegas strip, it ain't gonna be no matter. I'll still be waiting to go to court. Period. They probably had me in court for like a year, just waiting to finish. This dude had a speedy trial. Over with. Now, like I say, I'm going to show y'all something else today, too. My opinion, I'm going to get this out the way. In my opinion, I already said this. BLUEFACE is an industry plant, and so is his dumb girl. They're industry plants. They're Hollywood actors, meaning Hollywood fools. That's why BLUEFACE is sponsored by TMZ. One thing you'll notice about him and WAC 100, whenever Blueface does something or WAC 100, TMZ will always cover them because they down with the Hollywood TMZ shenanigans. All right, I told you, man. I watch out for all three. When I hear three-letter stuff like FBI, CIA, TMZ, I just listen. I stay away. Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all something today because this stuff you should already know. It's out the bag, man. It's nothing new. Nothing I'm gonna talk about on this internet is gonna be new unless I'm talking about something that has to do with 2030. Everything else is gonna be old talk. Just remember that. It's nothing but old talk. Old characters, same old shit. Just remember that. It's going to be the same old shit for a while, y'all. All right? Because there ain't nothing new coming out. Nothing new is sanctioned. All right? So we're going to talk about is old stuff. But what I'm talking about with this old stuff is how Blueface never was a real rapper anyway because he didn't have no real talent. These are individuals that are studio manufactured products in labs called the studio. Then they call the studio the lab. Well, these dudes are made in a lab. One decent song sets them off. So his number one song is Tatiana, and I think that's it. And I think he made that 3 years ago. But for some reason, the world, especially LA, still pays attention to Blueface. And don't forget, he got a goofy manager by the name of WAC 100. Then I'm gonna show y'all something else. But anyway, I'm only showing y'all Blueface because we're gonna talk about the real LA news. The real LA news is they just passed a law, and it ain't nice. And you should already know who the new law is passed at. What's up, Faith, Colleen, Washington? What's up, Shayla? What's up, y'all? What's up, Lady Butterfly? All right, now look, Blueface. I already told y'all who he was. I already told you he's a clown. I already told you he's a troll. I already told you he's a manufactured product. All right. He finessed the people, especially he finessed street dudes because he claimed Crip. I broke all this down before. Every rapper over the past decade had to claim a gang. The gang they claim is part of their marketing tool, part of their marketing plan. And this is when they first started to trick street dudes. And I've been peeped this a long time ago because street dudes, they go for anybody that showed them a flag or say they from a gang. Street dudes automatically accept them, I guess, because I look at dudes in the eye and I can see who they are. So I never believe this dude was no gangster or no Crip. And I know for a fact he ain't killed nobody, all right, or stabbed nobody. That's my opinion, all right? Because I already told y'all this dude is Sideshow Bob. What part you don't understand? Sideshow Bob. You watch the sideshow, that's how you get distracted from the main show. Sideshow Bob. Then how many times I got to tell y'all these are cartoon characters? But I just wanted to show you how the past 3 years, a lot of people have been infatuated with Blueface. Now LA is in the toilet. Yesterday we spoke about New York. Now we're going to go from the East Coast to the West Coast so I can show you the same operation happens in every state across America because America runs off the same program. America runs off the same manual. And I told you it is two different times. You got the real time and then you got colored people time. That's a whole nother clock. That clock called colored people time is the clock that African Americans live on. The rest of America lives on a whole nother clock. Blueface is the one to distract the African Americans with sideshows. And while he distracting them with sideshows, the people in LA won't even know they just passed a law that's going to get their kids sent up the river because they just passed a no cash bail bond. So we're going to get to that. But I told you, Blueface is Sideshow Bob, a cartoon character. Do you see the damn vest? What part you don't understand? Do you see the damn vest with the tattoos? Tattoos on chest, vest. Tattoo on chest, basically a vest cut off shirt, shirt open. Shirt open, shirt open. All right. American flag colors, American flag. All right. Simple shit, man. Damn, it's always in your face. They created Sideshow Bob in real life. Why? Because they already created him on a cartoon, man. And they know people that don't grow up love cartoon characters. That's why grown-ups are concerned with Blueface and Krishan Rock. Because some grown-ups still like cartoons. All right. They like cartoons. They like the Muppets. Get it? They like puppets. What's up, Annette? Shout out to the family. I see y'all vibing up in here. Good. Y'all looking good out here. All right, let's get back to it. All right, here we go with the BS again, y'all. Y'all know it. We start off this early, but anyway, let's go. I ain't nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Anyway, check it out. Boom. Let's go Blueface. Look, he got sentenced to 3 years probation for a shooting. Never heard nobody probation for shooting. I heard people getting probation because they got caught with it. I've never heard nobody get on probation for a shooting, and I never heard of a shooting trial go this fast. Anyway, Blueface is on probation. Blueface is locked up, or allegedly. His case is in Vegas, the same place where Keefe D allegedly is arrested. 2 LA people locked up in Vegas or got business in Vegas. Either way, Vegas. Vegas is for what, y'all? Sideshows. Vegas is for sideshows, all right? And movies. And movies. All right, now check it out. Los Angeles rapper Blueface will not serve any jail time for shooting a man in Las Vegas. Just ponder on that. And I know a lot of people gonna make up excuses. It's okay, man. I know. He got money. He not gonna go to jail. I know. Anyway, he faces probation if he messes up. But as of now, he allegedly shot a man and ain't getting no jail time. In a Clark County courtroom, Judge Kathleen E. Another way we're gonna know if this is real or not, period. Because if Blueface is a rapper and he got money and he shot a rapper or he shot somebody, the man he shot should be able to sue him at this point right now. All right. So if his victim does not sue him, you should already know what's going on. All right. In a Clark County courtroom, Judge Kathleen E. Delaney sentenced the 26-year-old hip-hop star. How's he a hip-hop star, y'all, when this boy ain't got no hit records? Told y'all, these are manufactured products. Media hype. A lot of people got caught up in media hype. How is he a rap star, y'all? This man only got 1 song, and I don't even know that shit for real. I know about it. I know of it. I never in my life sat down and listened to no Tatiana. I never even heard it played in a car. How is he a rap star? Sound like a one-hit wonder to me. I never knew a one-hit wonder was a rap star. Anyway, you let the media tell it. They got to dress it up. Remember, everything got to be dressed up. And then ask yourself a question. Out of all the rappers, even young Draco got killed in Los Angeles at a concert. All the rappers, Nipsey gone. All these rappers. I know it's mad rappers from LA way better than Blueface. But why Blueface get all the attention? Why they always focus on Blueface? Well, he don't got no music. Is he a paid pawn? Is he a puppet? Is he a cartoon show? I think so. But it's entertainment. It ain't about nothing. Look, the judge told him if you get caught back here, if you get caught back here, any probation violation, anything involving a weapon, I will not hesitate to put you in prison for a significant period of time. That's what the judge told him after he allegedly shot somebody and got convicted to be guilty. He got probation for shooting somebody. Blueface case rejected after DA says rapper refused to answer any questions about his stabbing. See that? September 23. Stabbing already and a shooting. And he's home. Didn't go to jail. NBA YoungBoy. All his homeboys and him got caught with guns. He's home on house arrest. Don't NBA YoungBoy and Blueface dress the same? Don't they look alike? Don't they got the same character? Don't they got the same demeanor, the same swag? Because I told y'all, these are the idiots put in place to distract all the young people and dumb adults. Their job is to distract dummies, all right? Sit. Because I'm going somewhere with it. While the people in California have been paying attention to Blueface, California also has been destroyed. But it's only been destroyed for certain people. Now we're going to get into that too. Give me 1 second. Under the terms of Blueface probation, he was ordered to stay away from the Las Vegas Strip, the downtown area, unless he has a work application or a legitimate basis to be there. Now check this out at the bottom. We're going to pay attention to this part. He is also prohibited from contacting trailer or using or possessing drugs or alcohol. So we're going to see if Blueface is going to still be getting high or drinking alcohol. And we're going to know if he stopped getting high because he's going to start gaining weight. But we also know somewhere down the line, he gonna slip up and be with a blunt or a drink. Allegedly supposed to be on probation. But I bet you he won't go to jail if he get caught smoking a blunt. So they saying he faces no less than 2 years or a maximum of 5 years if he violates probation. So that means this fool got to stay clean to 2028. Do you think he gonna do that? Anyway, like I said, let's look at how BLUEFACE has the same thing in common with another character that a lot of people bought. And let's just go to it. Same character. One character was made for the East Coast, one character made for the West Coast. One character made for New York Bloods, one character made for West Coast Crips. 2 fake gangbangers, 2 puppets, 2 cartoon characters, 2 clowns managed by the same fool. You still don't get it yet? Still don't get it. Those are the people that they have been playing mind games on the past couple of years, 2018. They brought out Tekashi 6ix9ine. That's when they really want to see smart the gangsters and how dumb they was. Because once the country accepted 6ix9ine, that got you ready to accept BLUEFACE. You accepted them both. Ever since you accepted them, you will see that gang banging has been made mockery as well as rap music and content. It's a joke now. This is why I was telling people the game was over a long time ago, because people kept going for these characters. And behind the scenes, they were getting laughed at. See that? Characters. I already went through this before. It's like my 8th time. I just had to keep reminding people brain. You had people following behind a man, Tekashi 6ix9ine. You had dudes claiming they was real, sitting down with this man. You had dudes claiming they was real, always talking about him. But look at him. This is who he really is. This is who he always was. What's so hard? What part you don't understand? But I told you, the one with the weakest tats is the weakest one. Pardon me, with the most tats is the weakest link. The one with the most tats, especially on their face, is the softest one. That's my opinion, but I live by. But like I said, you've seen so-called street dudes buying this stuff and going hard. Even when he snitched and told, they forgave him. I would have did the same thing. He was trying to mess with my girl. And I was loving to see street dudes co-sign this dude. I loved it. You know why? Because it let me see that the game was over. Dudes accepted this. Mind you, Tekashi 6ix9ine he probably was Zesty from the beginning. And all he did was push Zesty agenda. He took the rainbow community and mixed it with gangsterism, and dudes accepted it. They accepted it. And to this day, they accepted it. And that's how I knew a lot of you dudes was Zesty too, because you kept acting like nothing was going on, and you kept going hard for 6ix9ine. It's no coincidence a man that admitted he was doing zestiness going to a man's house. A man came out the closet on YouTube. The same man that came out the closet was sitting down with 6ix9ine, but nobody ain't peep it. Maybe he had a crush on that boy. All right, because I'm telling you, anybody I seen on YouTube or on any social media platform co-sign this man out his mouth, I didn't forget. And that's why I look at all y'all suspect, and I never rock with none of y'all, because y'all co-sign nonsense. And then the same people and a lot of other people, they still believe Whack 100 real. Oh my God. Meanwhile, he co-signed both of them. You think now? Look, do you think that's a coincidence? Whack 100 co-signed both of these characters. Do you think it's a coincidence, or do some things just happen to coincide? But I'm supposed to believe Whack 100 is a real dude because he hung around Suge, so that makes him real because he Pyro. Never heard him doing nothing to nobody. All I know one about Whack 100, he talk a gangster game and his face look tough. That's about it. He's small, he's short. I know he ain't got no reach like that. You feel me? Might slip somebody and probably knock him out, but that's about it. That's my opinion. Because I told you he's whack and he's not in it. So when I saw all these dudes co-signing him, And when I seen people from New York hop on Whack 100 nuts like years straight, grown men that was in their 30s and 40s, yo, Whack 100 stuff, I've been knew the game was over. Been over before that. But y'all sat here and watched dudes claim to be real. Street dudes. Who did Whack 100 basically troll and make mockery out of? Did Whack 100 diss the crap out of LA people or New York people? Did he slander and make a mockery of New York people? See, I'm not mad at Whack 100. Whack 100 knew a lot of New York dudes was soft and whack because they was co-signing him. Nobody put hands and feet on him. They let him live. So when New York let Tekashi live, LA said, man, New York got soft. And that's why Whack 100 stayed trolling New York. Because they was accepting this shit. Anyway, man, I'm done with that. That's old news. I'm fucking done. I'm only talking about this stupid shit because it applies to today. What's going on today? All right. And don't forget, Blueface is Sideshow Bob. That is it. Cartoon character. A clown. Didn't they tell you the Simpsons was about America? Simpsons represent America. Dumb idiots. That's it. It's an American TV show that represents the American family and American public. Idiots. They go for anything. So look, while you was worried about Blueface, California, and the rest of America, let's see how much dirt they about to do to California right now. And this goes with the narrative of why they're letting all of that stealing, wilding, killing going on, that robbing, all that confusion going on in Cali. Because anybody get locked up in California without no cash, they done. And you know they've been trying to pass this in New York. But all you got to know, when they pass a law in one state and it works, every other state shall follow suit. We already know also as well, once you become locked up, you become state property. You lose all your rights. You basically are back in bondage. For those who know about bondage, slavery. All right, so look, zero bail policy goes into effect in LA. We talking real talk today. The zero bail system. This is a zero bail system. Now pay attention. Officially dubbed by the Los Angeles Superior Court as pre-arraignment release protocols. Playing with words. It largely eliminates the existing cash bail system for all but the most serious crimes. Now, I've been reading this stuff. I've been keeping up with it for a minute. But this whole no bail stuff is coded. It's slick talk. And it's a recipe for disaster. And while everybody was protesting in Los Angeles, the number one thing that was supposed to be protested was this new law. This is what so-called black people were supposed to be protesting. Because allegedly, from what I'm seeing, this new law is aimed at young black men. Or anybody that's dealing with crime, period. Because I told you, criminals are the new terrorists, and the whole agenda is to lock everybody up. So LA County's new no cash bail policy is now in effect by Karma Dickerson. See that? Actually, this is the reporter, but I'm showing you. Just so happened the person reporting on this name is Karma, last name Dickerson, because they sticking it to the people. Now watch this. Is crime rising or falling in Los Angeles? They playing a word game. They know crime is rising. It is not falling in no shape, form, or fashion. But the answer is both. And leaders are struggling to respond. Key thing, leaders are struggling to respond. Now, remember, I was saying that a lot of this stuff going on, but ain't nobody saying nothing. Let's look at Jackass Whack 100. He's a rich man. He's from LA. He claims he was with Suge. He's a leader, right? Why he's not talking about the no bail reform. Even though Whack 100 talks to street dudes every day, runs his mouth in the house on Clubhouse, I bet you he have not spoken or spoke about this no bail. Because if we talking streets, let's talk about this no bail thing they doing to people. He ain't say nothing about that. Because Whack 100 don't talk about nothing real. Actually, Whack 100 know his fan base is teenagers, young adults, and grown men that don't grow up. He knows that. So look, no bail. Also, there's something else going on in LA. Vehicles are being vandalized with swastikas in Los Angeles after a spike in hate crimes. Hate crimes are also picking up in Los Angeles because they're pushing people out. So My point is this, y'all. We are looking at some of the dark things in America that's going on right now, and they're not going to show it on TV. But the people of these cities and counties are getting terrorized. Yo, I'm back, y'all. It's back on that BS again, man. Hold up. Y'all hear me clearly, right? I'm back in here, man. Y'all hear me? I'm back in here. Same old shit. Y'all know how they do. This is one of them days, so y'all bear with me. I'm here though. Ain't nothing changed. Same spot, same location. Y'all know they still playing with the 5G, whatever they doing. Wi-Fi, I don't care. I know what they doing. Either way, man, we back at it again. Like I say, man, we talk about real talk. They don't want no real talk. Who cares? I don't know what's going on. I don't care. All I'm telling y'all is this: these new laws, man. They don't want nobody talking about these new laws because this is a new law that just got passed in LA. Basically, if you get locked up in Los Angeles and you don't have no credentials, no cash is accepted. That means the person that bond you out got to have a job. Everything got to be verified now. So say your child, say you're a mom in LA, and say your child that's 19 get locked up for stealing. You ain't got no job. You got no bank account, no legitimate credentials. He's going to stay in jail. It don't matter if you got the cash. That's my point. Doesn't matter if you have the cash. He's going to sit in jail. That's what's going on now. So let's use our brain. This no cash system automatically affects anybody on welfare. Why? Because you don't have a job. So if you're on welfare and your kid gets locked up, they're going to get locked up and kept under that zero bail policy. This is my opinion. Nothing is a fact. But according to what I'm seeing, this is the stage being set. So let's be honest. Let's think about how many people that if they got locked up would not be able to bond out unless it's cash. And this also ties into they want to know who bonding you out. So anyway, let's look. A controversial zero bail policy is now in effect. It was controversial, but I didn't hear nobody talking about it. I don't think nobody debated it to make it controversial because they was pulling tricks on black people. They had black people worried about reparations. Meanwhile, they was passing laws to lock black people up forever. Long story short, you can get locked up for some shit you didn't even do, but they don't want no cash. So you got to sit. Sometimes when you sit in jail, they trump charges on you that you have nothing to do with, but you couldn't bond out. You couldn't properly fight your case, and now you got time that you didn't even deserve. That's part of what happens with that no bail stuff. A lot of time brothers get fried in jail because they can't make bail, man. Now look, this new case, this new law. Hold on, let me see what up in here, because you know they try to shut it down, but we here. Big Phil. What up, Big Phil? What up, Tasha? What's up, y'all? All right. Peace, everybody. Back to it, though. This new law. Mind you, for those who pulled up, let me tap y'all in, man, because they try to stop this live already. Anyway, man, The point of this live of what I'm talking about right now is, for one, Blueface got his time. He allegedly got sentenced for shooting somebody in Vegas, but he got 3 years probation. The point of what I'm making, Blueface is a clown and he's a joke. So today, get that through your head. He is Sideshow Bob, all right? A cartoon character. No different. But while everybody in Los Angeles have been distracted with Blueface, Los Angeles just passed one of the most dirtiest laws, and it's going to be everywhere. It's called Attack of the Thugs, man. No bond, no cash money. So we know for years people have bonded out of jail with cash money, mainly drug money, tax-free money. Now cash money is no longer accepted. It has to be verified. Get it? And the person that's doing the bond out have to be verified. And we know in this time when people get locked up, a lot of people will bond you out, but they don't want their name on your stuff. And they don't want to be known for being the one that bonded you out for your crimes. So some people will usually used to just give the money up, but they don't want to sign no paperwork. Now, if you bond somebody out, you got to put your name on the paperwork and it got to be verified. This is what they plan. So zero bail policy takes effect in Los Angeles, ending traditional cash system. So a lot of people understand this goes with the new world order of the what, y'all? Cashless system. They're just implemented first with the penitentiary, with jails, basically with jail first. They're applying it to the jail system. But we know that because the jail system have been digital for commissary for a while now. A lot of things in experiments start with jail first. So all you got to know is one thing, y'all. The no cash system is going to be coming soon. When I say soon, I'm saying the next couple of years. They're prepping it right now. No cash allowed. No cash. Only for certain transactions, they would let you use cash. Get it? The only way you're probably going to still be able to use cash is certain, certain business transactions, stuff like that. Like say if you go to the pawn shop, you're going to buy something, stuff like that. Like certain purchases, you know what I'm saying? You probably going you still going to be using cash. Don't get it twisted. Like say you want to buy a car of somebody and you got, price stuff like it's going to still be cash use, but in certain situations, definitely I think like government establishments, major corporations, they're not going to be taking no cash. That's my opinion. And the whole key is not about the no cash, y'all. It's about the no cash system is based on a system where every source of income has to be verified and proven to be legit money. And the only way to prove your money is legit is through legitimate banking, checking accounts, saving accounts. Get it? I'm talking to those who don't know. When you're on public assistance, you're not allowed to have a lot of money in the bank. Most people in the system don't have bank accounts because they do not want these people in their business, but they are using that as a strategy now. Okay, you're on the system. You do not have a bank account, but if your child gets locked up, you cannot produce the cash. We're not accepting your cash. And first of all, you're on the system. You're not supposed to have cash anyway. That is how the law is designed. Get it? So this ushers in a major change on how the court system deals with people who are arrested and how long they stay in custody. I just told you, sometime when you don't have no bail money, they try to put you in that guilty category. And sometimes they trump up charges on brothers that can't get out of jail. Why? Because you're worth more money in jail than free. So why not keep you long as we can? If you can't bond out, we just can keep you longer, and that solidifies us sending your ass to penitentiary. This change just applies to a tiny segment. Now, this is what I want y'all to see. Now, the powers that be are trying to downplay it. See, look, the zero bail will apply to misdemeanors and specific nonviolent felonies. But what you got to people that's rich already, they can use their cash. Or should I say people that do real crimes like murder or, big crimes, the rich crimes, scamming, they can use cash. See that? Why? Because this law is in LA. But one thing we forget about LA is what, y'all? Hollywood. So anybody in Hollywood do a crime, that's major, they can use their cash to get out. But if you poor and do a misdemeanor crime, you can't use no cash. See the game? In my opinion, it's the same game they played with the crack. Remember they said, if you get caught with 5 grams of crack, a little bit, that's 10 years. Something like that, 5 years guaranteed. But if you get caught with a whole ounce of coke, you get the same time. Hollywood laws. Why? They know people in Hollywood might happen to get pulled over, caught with an ounce of coke. Be light on them. But you catch a young black man in the hood in a car with crack, give him 10 years. Same, like you said, they play the game. So the way this law is set up for LA is, say if WAC 100 shoot somebody, scam something, whatever, he do a major crime, he can bond out with his cash. But a young man that get caught stealing some Jordans, he ain't gonna get no cash bailout. Y'all getting where this going? So it's a rigged situation, a law that was passed and everybody faced while everybody was playing around. And guess what? This law is going to be around forever, and it solidifies the fact that now every young boy that get caught stealing, every young girl get caught stealing, you might not see them no more because they're going to keep their ass in jail and probably hit them with 7 years. Especially if they stealing iPhones and they get grand larceny and all that, they're going to fry them, especially if they got previous charges. So I'm just showing y'all. The Los Angeles wave of retail theft spreads to Grove. Population destination avoids flash mob robberies, but shoplifting incident increased. October 2nd, yesterday, this is trending news of LA wilding out, robbing, stealing, banging out on the people. Theft, same thing as New York, same thing as everywhere. Hate crimes. But the point is, they already know these laws are for the so-called hood, so-called poor people, and this is why they made these laws, because now you can get locked up for stealing a soda, and you're going to get locked up, and you ain't going to have no bail if you got cash. Your money is no good. So we'll get back to that. But as you see, this is the bottom line of that law right here, y'all, right in your face. A decision was made in July by the Los Angeles County Superior Court to institute the system, because everything is a system, arguing that cash bail discriminates against minorities and the poor. Told y'all this law was made for poor people. Who is poor people? Poor people are the people that are on the system. I got to break it down one last time. The way America is set up, social service is designed to take care of Americans that cannot take care of themselves. Due to the government, they have to take care of Americans that cannot take care of themselves. These Americans that social service take care of are considered to be the poor. The poor is known to live in the urban community because the urban community is the part of land that was designed for poor people to live at. That is a system that was created in the beginnings of America. A minority is not just about race. Let me break down what a minority is. A minority is, the key word is what, y'all? A minor. What is a minor? A lesser of a person, a lesser, right? A minor is a child, a juvenile. A minor is a person that cannot take care of themselves or feed themselves. So when you go to social service, you are really telling them, I cannot feed myself. I cannot take care of myself. And this is why they put you in a minority category, because they call you a minor, not just because you're black or brown, because minor means a person that is poor and cannot take care of themselves. Minority. It also means in the mind, you are a minor, meaning people that think can take care of themselves. They can feed themselves, clothe themselves, and pay their rent. That makes them an adult. But when you cannot take care of yourself, you are a minor. So this is why they call people in the hood minorities, as well as race. It just so happened that the skin color of most minorities are black and brown. But really what this is coded talk that the government uses with social services, because social service job is to help minorities, basically grown Americans that cannot take care of themselves. So this law was passed for Americans that cannot take care of themselves, mainly Americans that are poor. That's why, according to social service, you're not supposed to have cash. So if your child gets locked up and you on social service, you're not gonna be able to bond your child out. Does it sound like a recipe to get people out of the hood fast? All right. Hopefully y'all get it. These are code words, y'all. Minorities, same thing as poor, same thing as urban, same thing as black, same thing as African American. Get it? But they're not going to say it. Let me read one more time. Then I'm done with it, y'all. This is real talk. See, they could have said this: Los Angeles County Superior Court to institute the system. Look, arguing that cash bail discriminates against African Americans. Cash bail discriminates against black people. They didn't say that. They just switched the word. They could have said, look, the cash bail discriminates against the urban community. Same words. Get it? Discriminates against minorities and the poor. I'm just showing you how these are all words they've been using for years in the news. These are code words that everybody know. See, when they say minorities, black people, that's what it means. Black and brown people. When they say poor, it means black and brown. What about the poor America? That means black, brown, white, poor, white, trash. Poor, white, trash is considered a minority. Anyway, these are code words they use in your face so you won't know what's going on. But as you see, they was talking about, it's a key word that triggers something else. And they was talking about it ushers in a major change on how the court system deals with people, mainly how they deal with black people. But it ushers in something. Then it spoke to me about, I said, damn, Usher. Damn, Usher is, they just announced last week, Usher gonna do the Super Bowl. Usher was just in Vegas. BLUEFACE, Vegas. Keefy D, Vegas. It's all this Vegas stuff. But the word Usher triggered me because this new law ushers in a major change. And then let's go back to Usher, because we know Usher also means the coming of, or to bring in, or to help bring something in. Usher. Usher's also bringing something in. Confusion and nonsense. Now, let me talk about him, because you know I'm the only one on this internet that have not been giving Usher a pass. Ever since he stuck his dirty head back out, y'all know I've been cooking him. Usher allegedly, and I say that lightly because he already paid out on it. Usher allegedly has herpes. But I want to ask y'all one question. Out of all of the singers in America, and we know it's some singers that can sing their ass off. We know it's singers that can dance their ass off. Why did they strategically pick a singer that has herpes? Everybody knows he has herpes. Why did they make him do the Super Bowl? Y'all got to understand these hidden jokes and things they be doing, man. They will take a man with herpes and put him on a big stage so the whole world can say, Usher. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, they're like, he got herpes. And they laughing. When we want to say, man, get Usher out of here. Get him out of here. That's what we supposed to be saying. That's why I've been cooking his ass. You know why? Because Usher is also ushering in a lot of nonsense. And while you're going to see something, man, while America been getting destroyed, Beyonce, Usher, Taylor Swift. You ain't never heard of Taylor Swift this much in your life, because Taylor Swift is to distract the white people and Beyonce is to distract the black people. They are the same characters, same program. Also, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, I peeped game yesterday. Let me tell y'all what a lot of that stuff is about. They are now trying to get women into football because the announcer slipped up and said it the other day. I was watching. He said, I'm pretty sure a lot of Taylor Swift fans are watching. They're trying to get women to watch football more. And they also want women to get into sports bet. Also, she's with Travis Kelce. Did y'all see the new commercial Travis Kelce got for the vax? Travis Kelce has a new endorsement deal for Pfizer. Travis Kelce also got another commercial for a new credit card. Travis Kelce in about 4 new commercials. And the main commercial I saw him in is that C19 commercial. I know a lot of people ain't going to be fond of that. But I know what's going on. Anytime they give you a character in your face and keep going hard with it, something going on. Why? Because Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift is not the first celebrity couple. But But you're going to see they pushing them, same way they pushing Coach Prime. That's how you know something going on. Either way, that's my opinion. But Usher is on tour. He been serenading women, and he going to be at the Super Bowl. Now, I'm going to be real. Let's keep it real, y'all. Well, we have not rather Chris Brown do the Super Bowl instead of Usher. I'd rather see Breezy. What y'all think? At least Breezy is not nasty and dirty like him. Breezy might turn up, but Breezy is not Chris Brown. I mean, Chris Brown is not Usher. I'm gonna give him that. Usher, you've been washed up. You've been a dirty Atlanta dude. All right, you're nasty, bro. And I'm just tired of seeing your face. And they've been marketing you to the new generation. The only reason why they put you with City Girls because they want the new generation to buy you. It's no coincidence. Your homeboy Diddy started dating Young Miami. And then your homeboy Diddy hooked you up with a feature with City Girls. You dudes think people are so stupid, and y'all don't understand that nobody's buying y'all no more. So Usher knows his generation know he got herpes, and his generation know he ain't about nothing no more. He fell off. So he been trying to get down with the new generation. They all are. But my point is this. Usher pleads for private medical records to be sealed in herpes legal battle. This was during the trial. Even though it still came out, he was fighting that shit tooth and nail. And the last thing people forget about Usher, it's not just that Usher allegedly got herpes, because we know, for those who don't know, herpes is for life. It don't go nowhere. People give Usher a pass like R. Kelly because people forget R. Kelly also was charged for violating a boy. And Usher also is accused for giving herpes to a boy. But a lot of you ladies still like to get wet in your panties for Usher. That's how I know a lot of you ladies are nasty. Because you got to be a nasty chick to still get turned on by a man with herpes. You got to be nasty for that. So I know a lot of y'all chicks are nasty. All right? Straight up. Straight up. Singer Usher finally done with last herpes lawsuit. Wraps it up. I told you before when I did this special, you see Yahoo? That's the real news. The real news know Usher is a joke. That's why they say he wraps it up. That means he put on a condom. But he didn't put on a condom before. That's why he got herpes. But the joke is he should have wrapped it up before that. I love the way the media talk because they always troll people and clown them in their face. But if you can't understand the terminology, you're never going to get it. Singer Usher has wrapped up the final legal battle relating to the $20 million herpes battle. He wrapped it up. Get it? And if he would have wrapped it up at first, he would have never had herpes. That's why I told brothers, man, wrap it up, bro. You still out here playing Russian roulette? Stupid, man. What's wrong with y'all? Usher is pleading with a judge to seal his private medical records. That boy was scared them shit was going to come out. Now, one thing we have to give Cardi B. Remember when Tasha K accused Cardi B of having STDs? It is now known that she allegedly lied on her, right? Why? Because in court, Cardi B had to prove her records. She had to prove by record that she didn't have nothing. Because it was alleged, I think, that she had herpes. And if Cardi B had that, it would have still been on her record. And Cardi B also offered up her records to prove that she did not have a disease. Usher, you'll see clear as day, he tried to block the judge from showing those records because he knew he was dirty. Usher is pleading, please, judge, please don't show my records, please. He was pleading, look. He was pleading for the judge to seal his private medical records as part of the lawsuit. See, he was trying to finesse the judge. He was trying to sing, please, judge, don't do it. He was trying to pull a dance move and a singing move on the judge. Please don't show my records. I think he wrote a song for it and everything, but that shit didn't work. So therefore, he got exposed. He got exposed. And he was mad. So look, medical record. Look, the judge, he pleaded for the judge to seal his records as part of the lawsuit filed by 2 women and a man, accusing him of giving herpes. That's 3 strikes, y'all. Don't we say 3 strikes when you out? 2 men? No, sorry, y'all. 2 women, 1 man. That's 3 strikes. So all 3 of them ain't lying. He paid out. It's done. The man got herpes. But he is still singing in black people's face, serenading in Vegas. Y'all heard about recently Usher was singing to Gabrielle Union in her face. We looked at one situation. He tried to sing to somebody girl. She tried to run. They all know the truth about Usher, man. The only people that don't know the truth about Usher is his brainwashed, stupid fans. All right. So as you see, the man is nasty. That's it. Nothing to talk about. But the question is, y'all, out of everybody they could have got to sing at the Super Bowl, why did they get Usher? They could have got anybody, y'all. We know this. Anybody better than him. Why they get nasty Usher? So all you got to know is when that man on the stage, that man nasty, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. That man nasty, dog. Man, let's go to another nasty chick, man. Because I'm gonna show you, man. All these characters are drying up. That's why I told you there's nothing else to talk about but old characters. And everywhere we gonna look, we're gonna see the same characters. So yesterday we spoke about the event that Jay-Z had, the secret event, raising money for jail reform, allegedly. Jay-Z charged everybody $50,000 to come. Then I peeped game. I said, I ain't gonna knock that man hustle. I said, Jay-Z is a smart dude. I said, this man actually charges people $50,000 to hang out with him. This man charged people $50,000 just to chill with him. And that's a hustle. I ain't gonna take nothing from him. Because one thing Jay-Z know, he know that people that look up to him is stupid. He do know that much. He know they stupid, and he also know they clout chasers. So Jay-Z know, you want to hang with me, I'm going to charge your stupid ass. You're going to want to take pictures. You're going to want to be lit. You're going to want to try to run with it. So I'm going to charge your stupid ass. And that's what he did. So I'm never going to knock nobody hustle. And I ain't no hater. But I'm just telling y'all the truth. Jay-Z is smart. But they said that Tiffany Haddish was acting like a damn fool. Another thing, did y'all notice every event they have, the Rock Nation brunch? When Michael Rubin have his gatherings, did you notice the same people always come? Remember we looked at one of the last Michael Rubin events and Tiffany Haddish was acting a fool, twerking, doing the most? Well, she did the same thing at this event. Same shit, same exact shit. Her and Meek standing there. Remember the last event? Her and Meek was standing there. These are the same people. And I think these are the same people that be involved in the same sex parties and do the same shit. Yes, they do. Because all they do is get together, get drunk, and get high. What else? I told you, man. These rich people don't do nothing but sit in the house. They got a lot of money. So the only time they get to have fun and have friends is when they throw these gatherings. And they also have meetings at these gatherings. But Tiffany Haddish was here. Don't forget, she also been accused of chest activity. Y'all know that. And we also know her career is in the gutter. I spoke about that a minute ago. She's done. I also told y'all Hollywood was finished when I told you she was finished because they all been dropping and it's been like 2 years now. And what I meant was she's never going to be as big as she was. She's never, ever, ever going to get a big movie role ever. But she was twerking and Meek Mill was standing there. You see Meek Mill look like he getting high again. Meek Mill, you see the suit. You seen it with the government. You see them all doing the same shit. But the point is, they try to say that Meek Mill was feeling a certain way because Tiffany Haddish was twerking on him. Who cares? I'm just showing you why the world was doing what the world doing. This is what they doing. Tiffany Haddish was acting a fool, sticking her tongue out, cursing. While everybody was trying to be professional, she was acting savage. Real savage. Twerking, all that. Drunk. Tiffany Haddish is going viral after she showed some pretty inappropriate behavior at Jay-Z's $50,000 a person black tie charity event. The event, which Media Takeout confirmed, was hosted by Jay-Z, Meek Mill, and billionaire Michael Rubin. Raised $27 million. Now, yesterday it said $24 million. Today, $27 million. Which one was it? Billionaires, celebrities, and philanthropists from all over the world were here to have a classy evening. All you fools did was have the same damn people that come to the same damn events because Kim Kardashian, Tom Brady, and all these same people was just at the Rock Nation brunch, just at the same Michael Rubin event. They just threw the same people. Why? These are so-called fake-ass Illuminati parties. These are also the parties that Cat Williams was telling you about that They do funny stuff. And by the time they was drunk, Tiffany Haddish was acting like a thought. So I'm pretty sure somebody ran a train on her ass that night. Allegedly. That's what I think. Maybe it was some other things going on, because when you see the pictures from these events, it was a lot of men. A lot of men and a lot of men. And the girls just be a front, but it'd be a lot of men getting drunk and high together. Anyway, that's their business. Tiffany Haddish showed up yelling, rapping, and making inappropriate gestures towards Meek Mill. To Meek's credit, he did his best to keep his composure and pretend that Tiffany wasn't annoying him. Here's Meek Mill right here, as you can see. But they all with the same games. They all with the same games, and they all do the same shit. What also am I showing you? I'm showing you all of the Hollywood puppets hang together. They got each other on speed dial. If you're not down with them, you're going to get blackballed. And they all are with the shits. And you're also going to see something else too. Why America is crashing, all they doing is doing them, partying, getting drunk, and showing us the pictures. They all have a voice. They all have influence. But you're going to see, they ain't influencing nothing. Mind you, a racist bill just got passed in California. And I was trying to tell y'all, racism have not gone nowhere. It's just that the things you think are racist or racism is not the real racism. The real racism is this law they just passed that basically is going to affect black people. Anybody black in California that is arrested for a petty crime and does not have a bank account cannot post bond. Meanwhile, the rich people are just living their best life. Tiffany Haddish is from California. Jamie Foxx, Kim Kardashian, but they don't care. Now let's go to Jimmy Buckets, aka Jimmy Butler. And I told you he is the butler. He is a butler. A butler is a servant of the white man, and his last name is Jimmy Butler. Let's go. Who up in here? They already try to shut down this live. That's why I be speeding through it, y'all. I really be trying to vibe. That's why I just speed through it. But sometimes I be trying to holler at y'all. What's up, y'all? Inquiry Minds. Everybody, all my family up in here. What's up, man? Shout out to Four New Fame Elite. What's up, Shayla? What's up, Shayla? That's right. He got a perm now. What's up, Apex? What's up, Raining Woman? Jamal Johnson. Look at Jimmy Buckets, y'all. We tired of this stuff. But then again, I don't care. I told y'all before, I don't care about none of this, man. Hey, yeah, look, if you want to screw dogs, screw dogs. You want to dress up, dress up. You want to get your back blowed out, brother, get your back blowed out. That's on you. But at the end of the day, just know you're on your own out here. That's it. So look, here we go now, y'all. Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy Butler, play for the Miami Heat. I had respect for Jimmy Butler. And I ain't gonna lie, John Shab, you did say that boy was zesty. But Jimmy Butler, man, he did the most goofiest thing you could do at this present time. I thought we was done with all this goofy stuff. I thought we seen everybody in the dress already. But see, this is what I got to tell y'all, and now let me tie it together for y'all. Shout out to my people in Florida. Miami has one of the biggest gay communities in the country. And they got a rich gay community in Miami. So I understand this is also a marketing tool because they're trying to get them gay fans to start pulling up a little bit more. And I'm going to prove that to you in my opinion. We also know this has to do with the feminization of the black man. But just so happened, Miami Heat also was the first NBA team to wear all pink uniforms. Then another coincidence is, just so happened, Dwayne Wade, known for being zesty, played for the Miami Heat and just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And we know Dwayne Wade wears pink hair. He wears painted fingernails. And we also know Dwayne Wade has a famous son that is a cross-dresser, Miami Heat. Are you getting a connection? Miami Heat is now a Zesty team. Or should I say that the Miami Heat is now marketing to a Zesty team? All sports, basketball and football, are pandering to the gay community because the gay community spends a lot of money. And now these corporations are plotting and scamming on the rainbow money, period. They don't care about family money like they used to. They know American families are struggling. That's why they're not buying no tickets no more. But now they understand that they can market the same tickets to gay couples. I told you I watch sports. If you watch basketball, you will see a lot of times they show gay couples in the stands. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. So I understand that Jimmy Buckets and the Miami Heat are marketing to the gay community as well. At the same time, make the black man look like a you know what. See that? I also want to show y'all costumes. Anytime you see somebody always dealing with costumes, switching up their attire, it's called dressing up. And what you don't understand with dressing up is for clowns, entertainers, and cross-dressers, drag queens. That's who dresses up. Okay, you heard about movie actors always got to do some strange stuff, right? Well, don't movie actors always dress up? They're always dressing up in costume and character, right? Because characters that dress up, it's something behind that. But the point is, Jimmy Buckets played the role of a thug. And also, I'm going to say this. I think, I'm reaching though. I think Jimmy Buckets is Jamie Foxx's son. That's what I think. Jamie Foxx from Texas. Jimmy Butler from Texas. In my opinion, he one of Jamie Foxx's bastard kids. I know that's a reach, but that's what I always think. That's what I think. I think he Jamie Foxx's son. That's what I think. Don't he look like Jamie Foxx in the Django right there, y'all? Tell the truth, don't lie. But Jimmy Buckets was playing a role of a thug, the bad boy of the NBA, thug. Same thing with Westbrook. Westbrook played to be a thug. Didn't they make Westbrook wear dresses and blue hair and look zesty? But last year, the Miami Heat used a different marketing scheme. They was trying to get the thugs from Miami to come to the games, but it didn't work. See, last year, Jimmy Buckets came out as a thug last preseason. Every preseason before a season start, he comes out in costume. Before a season started last year, Jimmy Buckets' picture. This year, before the season start, Jimmy Buckets' picture. But throughout the season, he plays the tough guy. But he's making a mockery of the brothers in Miami, in Florida, because you know how they look. He also looked like a Chicago gangster, because Chicago gangsters love to have long hair and a clean face. Don't he look like he's from Chicago? But I understand why they're doing this zesty stuff in Florida, because Miami has a big gay community, and the Miami Heat are not selling tickets. Anybody that watch basketball know I'm telling the truth. They shit always empty, because I'd be like, damn, why they always empty? I always see that. I know which teams are empty, which teams are boring, they crowd, and which basketball games be lit, because they crowd be lit. The Golden State Warriors, lit. Brooklyn Nets, dry. Dry. I don't even like watching net games. They be dry. Now, we know the Knicks games be lit. But anyway, that's a different topic, man. Because Jimmy Buckets playing these games. And I'm going to show you why. Because the Miami Heat ain't selling no damn tickets. See how empty they fucking stands be, y'all? They should be empty. And that ain't just pregame. They should be like that during the game. You got to understand how they also do it. When they watching it, when the crowd is lame at the Miami Heat game, they don't show the crowd like that. Shit lame. Because nobody's going to games. For one, a lot of people in Florida are struggling. And people that are struggling right now do not have no time to be worried about no tickets to no game. That's why they're selling out, y'all. They're trying to get more fans. They're trying to get that gay money, man. They want the rainbow money. So Jimmy Butler's got to play his part. Jimmy Butler details plans to release a country album. They got another trigger. He's acting zesty, talking about a country album. What Zesty character came out with a country rap called Old Town Road? I'm just showing you how all these things relate. Because Jimmy Bucket's been acting Zesty. And this is him when they was promoting him in the GQ magazine. And don't forget, GQ magazines are for men. Did you know that muscle bodybuilding magazines are for fruity men? If you ever see a man with a muscle building book, he's Zesty. It is books for Zesty men too, called this coded. Different codes. Men's Week. Those are Zesty books. Anyway, Jimmy Bucket's been playing a Zesty role. But now I'm going to take y'all back into history. Now you're going to get a learning lesson. Now let me go back into history, y'all. This is considered to be the first drag queen in America. Just so happened the first drag queen in America happens to be a you-know-who, allegedly, an African-American. And I'm also going to prove a point how African-Americans are manufactured people. African-American has nothing to do with a native or Aboriginal. African-American has nothing to do with a Hebrew, Israelite, none of that. African-American is creation by the white man. And he created African-American on a plantation. Just like he created cattle, donkeys, and everything else. Anyway, this is the first drag queen. Black history. Get it? Now, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm going to show y'all something. This ain't nothing new. And I'm going to show you the psyche where this come from. Mind you, keep in mind, the white slave owners, they were zesty. We know this. They were Europeans that were into a lot of different things. They were into Greek mythology, Roman lifestyle. And the Europeans, you know how the Europeans get down. They do as Rome do. But that's their culture. So ain't nothing wrong with their culture. That's what they do. But I spoke about on this channel how we also have proof that back in the days, not only did they have sex farms on a plantation where they made us just have kids for all day for no reason. They made us have sex with our own sisters and aunties. They made us have sex with each other, incest. Who created incest? The white man created incest. What else am I telling you? African Americans are created from incest. See, when they said that African Americans have a large mental issue, they know what they're talking about because they are the ones that made African Americans have mental issues. When you make the man get his sister pregnant, that child gonna come out mentally challenged. When you make the aunt sleep with the nephew and have kids, this is how they created a race of people we see today. They did it on plantations. We also know they were buck breaking on a plantation. They'll take not the smartest black man, they'll take the biggest one. And then they'll plow him and run a train on him and pimp him out and break his ass. And also the white slave owners used to have sex orgies and sex parties. And they used to run trains on the slaves. Yes, they did. They'll make the slaves have sex with each other in front of everybody, and they'll also have sex with them in front of everybody. And I also broke down, this is where they started that bondage stuff in slavery. That stuff, when you go to the sex store, you see anything dealing with sex bondage, that comes from slavery. That's why the clothing is black. That's why they wear the black mask, the black outfit, and they used to put their head in that device, bond them up, lock them up with the chains, remember the chains, and they'll rape them. That comes from slavery, y'all. So the first drag queen comes from slavery. So all you got to do is understand in your mind, there was buck breaking and raping him back in the day. That's how they created the first drag queen to be a black man. That is history. History. Even though we know it's not the truth. Even though we know in ancient times, men was dressing up way back then. How we know that? Because it's written in a book. That's how we know. This goes on thousands of years. But in American history, the first drag queen is who you looking at. And guess what? It started in the 1800s. See that? You're going to see the sellout cross-dresser. This is the beginning of Hollywood beginnings for black people. He is also the first celebrity. He is also the first entertainer on a high level. After slavery, he's entertaining because they knew after the blacks became free, they automatically got blacks into entertainment. Then you'll see a little bit after this, that's when the jazz stuff started. But look at the man in the hat. tuxedo. Do you see them pushing the culture back then? Meaning, this is the OG of the LGBT community. Also, do you see how this stuff we see is nothing new at all? This is from this dude from the 1800s, died in the 1920s. Stuff is nothing new. But this was created after slavery. This is when you started seeing this stuff. And look who they made the face of it. All you got to do is look at this black man and understand back in slavery, the slave master was raping his ass. And they broke him. Get it? Then they made him be an entertainer, a celebrity. Get it? One of the first celebrities. Now the celebrities, they just like him. They just don't act like him. Get it? Or a lot of them just wear street clothes and act tough and gangster. But these are the first celebrities. So you can say that, let's just say for this picture, this is Lil Nas X and Jay-Z. Let's just say that. Let's say this Lil Nas X and Jay-Z back in the day. Get where I'm going with it? I'm going to show y'all something. What's up, Theo? From slave to queen, the extraordinary life of William Dorsey Swan, who was born into slavery in 1800s. Another key thing they showing y'all, because I told you they telling themselves. They say he was born into slavery. Well, that means some people were not born into slavery. Some people were kidnapped into slavery. My smart people, you get what I'm saying, because they're always going to tell you in your face. Some people were born into slavery, and some people got kidnapped into slavery. The ones that came on them boats from Africa and was breeded on them grounds, they were born into slavery. The ones that were here first and got kidnapped, like with Thanksgiving and all that stuff, and y'all, the ones who got taken as prisoners and put on a plantation, they were forced into slavery. See, you got some who were forced, some were born. But then Kanye West said slavery was a choice and everybody got mad. But a lot of people didn't understand what he was saying. Some people were born into slavery. Some people were forced. The African Americans were born into slavery. And he's one of them. But I'm showing y'all a pattern. And I also told y'all, don't forget, African Americans don't like natives. African Americans don't like aboriginals. African Americans don't like Hebrews. Get it? Because African Americans, they love a slave master and colonizer. So check it out. They tell you right here, Swan was born into slavery in the 1800s. Why was he born into it? Because it was some people that was already free. It had nothing to do with that shit. Living their best life free. Already living, chilling. And what's my proof? Because we know they didn't take over the West and other states till after slavery. So while some people were born in slavery, there was some people here already free, walking around. Facts. Now look. Let's look at the timeline. While people that's walking up want to know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the history of this shit that Jimmy Buck is doing. And I'm showing you this shit goes back over 100, damn near 150 years of niggas cooning. This the first coon right here in American history, right here. One of the first. Now look. He the first drag queen. Now look, he was born in 1958. Also the same place of Harriet Tubman. And some of us already feel like Harriet Tubman was a man. I feel like Harriet Tubman also was a joke. I feel like Harriet Tubman was a cross-dresser and they was trolling us. Just so happened, this same person, this same first cross-dresser is from the same place of Harriet Tubman. Or I will say that the same dwellings. And also this same character was created in Washington, D.C. area. And the politicians, we know they zesty. And I think the politicians was also running the train on this person. And this person had a whole house in D.C. A whole house full of drag queens back in the day. So this shit is nothing new. Now let's look at the timeline, y'all. The author of The House of Swan. The House of Swan is the name of their gang. They're not called gangs, they're called houses. Anyway, they say he endured slavery and racism, torture. While in jail, he witnessed the Civil War. So he was in jail during the Civil War, allegedly. In the 1880s, Swan became the first known person to dub himself a queen of drag, or more familiar, a drag queen. He's the first. He's the OG drag queen. A black man. Now you see where RuPaul come from? Now you see why they big up RuPaul, make RuPaul a celebrity. Now you see where it come from. This from slavery, y'all, after slavery time. So I got a question, and I'm stupid. If this happened after slavery, and this is supposed to be an African-American, and I know for a fact this African-American was getting raped by hella slave masters, running trains on his ass, all of that. Then they also wanted to promote this to the black man at this time. So we got to remember at this time, look at the black man pandering to the TS. This is also showing you that so-called straight black men have always been fond of cross-dressers. Shit is old. Also, brothers in the lodge know about this stuff. But anyway, shout out to the brothers in the lodge. I have no problem with y'all. If this went on back in the day, you tell me, why is it still going on now? See that? They are the first celebrities. This is one of the first prominent celebrities in America, period. Don't get it twisted. One of the first black celebrities that can go from state to state. Now you see why Little Richard took on this formula. I also spoke about how Little Richard set out his mouth, and others said that this was a way the black man could move around in America and not get killed or hung or beat up by racist white men. Even though a lot of racist white men were gay, anyway, they were fond of black men that dressed up, because gay white men used to like to have fun with black men back then. Get it? The gay white men, even though they were so-called racist, they used to like to play with the black man, you know what? Because we know the secret saying about the black man, well, that went on for years. And back then, they say the slave master was very fond of playing with the black man private part. But you're also going to see these are the first celebrities. So what are we looking at, y'all? Well, in the 1800s, the black man was only permitted to dance and sing or dress up, be an entertainer, a coon, a clown. Same thing to this day. They just call rappers and actors. Same shit. What's wrong with y'all? Oh, you think I'm playing? Now let me show you how black people, pardon me, y'all, African Americans have not advanced. They have not advanced in society, technology, and they tell you fake lies of black excellence. But their black excellence only comes from them learning at colleges. And their colleges are the same people that raised their people on the plantation. Because in history, after the white man let the black man off the plantation, he created colleges and said, black people, you can go to these colleges right here. They call HBCUs. And after slavery, the white man created an educational system for black ex-slaves that will become educated. But he only educated them according to how he wanted them to be educated. That's why it's a lot of black people that are educated, but common sense, they stupid, because they think like white people. Not just any white person. African Americans think like the same as that white man that broke their ass on a plantation and created them. So I'm going to say it again. Some people do come from Africa and were slaves, but then some people were already here. I'm dragging it out because I want to show y'all that nothing changed. 1800s, 2000s. Do y'all see it's nothing new? Now you see why us getting caught up in this stuff was also a distraction, because it's nothing new. 1800 celebrities. Now put in your mind, y'all, horse and carriages, Klan running around, blacks getting their land taken and burnt down, destroyed, kidnapped. See, we were the first people to get kidnapped. They used to kidnap us into slavery as well. The ones who are already here free got kidnapped. The ones who are already here with land, they got their land jacked. But I want y'all to see, these are the first celebrities. These are the first black people, so-called, that could move around the country. You had to be a coon, a clown, a cross-dresser, a man that wear costumes. You had to be a performer, because a performer is a jester, aka a joke. The whole purpose of the jester, let me cut this bottom line. The whole job of them was to make the white man laugh at that time. Make the white man laugh and dance and feel good. If you know, make them laugh. That was it. Now we watch movies. Now we listen to music. Back then, that was it right there. White people needed to be entertained. America was boring. So when they wasn't killing us and slaying us, they needed to laugh. That's the entertainment. See that? And these black men were spared. They were spared from the troubles. Get it? They got a little better crumbs off the white man table. Just like to this day. See that? Nothing new, y'all. See that? Look who co-signed them. Now let me show you the pattern of African Americans. Remember, Diddy's an African American. Diddy told you to vote or die. He always talking that black excellence stuff. But I want to show you how the mind of the African American goes way back. So look at this as Diddy and Lil Nas X. That's Diddy to the left. That's Lil Nas X. See? Diddy praises Lil Nas X for BET Award performance. Be fearless. Why? Because his job is to co-sign. He has to co-sign. He has no choice because he's an African American. He's with the program. So whatever is pushed, he has to push it. And Diddy knows the history. Diddy knows. Because remind you, now let's look. The tough rappers had to fight for their money. Diddy want to beef with everybody else. Tupac, East Coast, West Coast beef. When it comes to Lil Nas X, see? Co-sign. It's the co-sign. I told y'all before, they all had to co-sign them. You might ain't see Diddy dress up in a dress. You might ain't see Jay-Z in a dress. You might ain't see Nas in a dress. But they all had to comply and co-sign the rainbow agenda. And they did it right in your face. And you idiots still be thinking they the shit. But anyway, that's why I told you, I've been in the cut watching a lot of people. And in my opinion, a lot of dudes are zesty now. And I don't rock with a lot of African Americans no more because they sold out and they do anything, man. So I don't really trust African Americans no more, man. All right? See that? Look. Diddy praises Lil Nas X. He praised him. Praise. Do you know what praise mean? Not just saying, all right, what up, bro? Praise. Oh, man. Lil Nas. Oh, he bigged him up. Be fearless, my brother. Be fearless. Be fearless out that closet. I thought they'd tell a woman to be fearless. It's sexy. So I'm just showing you. Diddy co-signed it. Who else co-signed it? And I showed you already. Jay-Z. And that picture he did is double talking. He's putting the gun out to say anybody got a problem with what's going on, you know what time it is. You got a problem with it, you can get it. Also, he's making a mockery of a picture that Lil Nas X took. Lil Nas X took a picture in the military pointing a gun like that. I didn't put it up here for trouble. I also want to show y'all what I told y'all about costumes, how they all are cartoon characters, and all of them wear costumes. Jay-Z can wear this costume, look like he's from the movie. He wore a costume for years, portrayed himself as a drug dealer, a street dude, even though he never did nothing to nobody. He also put on costumes, portrayed himself as a businessman, a roster, whatever. But I'm going to show you how they all had to co-sign the same person. Now, Jay-Z done dissed rappers, blackball rappers, stole their style, beef with Nas, beef with D-Block, beef with everybody, blackball everybody. But why he co-signed Lil Nas X? Def Jam co-signed it too. Because Def Jam co-signed everything. Hove and Lil Nas X came through with the fire costumes last night. They also was trolling Cam. I broke this down already on the episode I did about Cam. They was trolling Cam too. But at the same time, they was also throwing subliminal messages. See, Jay-Z? Out of all outfits, why he picked that wig? Mind you, this was Halloween. Use your brain. Jay-Z could have dressed up as anybody. Why did he wear that wig that day? Because that was his slick way of putting on a wig. That was his slick way of doing the ritual. Of what? Same thing Jimmy Bucket's doing. Same shit. He just did it slick. And it went over your head. Ha went over your head. They all got to comply. All of them. They all got to comply with the program. And they can't go against it. Because they know the rainbow agenda had to be executed and they had to follow suit. Jay-Z don't stand next to anybody. He had to follow suit. You take it or leave it. I don't care if you care anyway, because I don't care. But I ain't going to give no... If somebody else, I'm definitely not going to give a pass. Because they all did it. Nas And Nas made a track with him. But what you didn't see, what's on top of Lil Nas X hat? I think that's a goat. You mean the original goat? That's the Booty Bandit. The original goat, that's the Booty Bandit, is the Pied Piper. The Pied Piper is Peter Pan, and the Peter Pan takes people into the village and rapes and kills them. His name is also the Baphomet, and the Baphomet is on his hat. See that? The Baphomet deals with child sacrifice. Did I not show y'all the statue of the Baphomet with the little black boy and the little white girl? Because Lil Nas X is aimed at little black boys and little white girls and little kids, period. You didn't notice how they marketed that whole song? Old Town Road was marketed to kids. We saw the kids reacting to that song first. And don't forget, Old Town Road came out, but they didn't tell us Lil Nas X was Zesty till it was a hit song. And that's how they tricked you to embrace the behavior. But you see, Nas willingly co-signed Lil Nas X for a check. Because we know Nas didn't put up no fight when it came to using his name. I don't give passes around here. They all co-signed it. Told you. These were the signs that hip-hop was dead a long time ago. Y'all just wasn't getting it. Look at the crowd. Do you see the crowd? That is the new hip-hop crowd. Told y'all, man. Y'all got the game wrong. When I was telling you hip-hop was dead, I was telling you not from our perspective, not from the streets. Hip-hop will never die. From the industry perspective, it is dead. They killed it and buried it with the 50-year anniversary. I kept telling y'all the shit. Hip-hop was born 73. It died 2023. It got put in a casket, and it is now in the ground. And they gave it a ceremony, told everybody that all the old heads, come watch your child get buried. And they buried it. Now they put hip-hop in the graveyard called a museum. Hip-hop museums are popping because hip-hop is dead. Y'all didn't get the code words. Y'all don't understand how people talk. It's dead already. Nas told you hip-hop was dead, so therefore he basically told you no more fire coming out. No more. No more fire. No more albums going to come out where you're going to sit from front to back. And being that Nas know the game is over, he said, fuck it, it's dead anyway. I might as well get the check. That's what he did. See that? So I tell you, I don't pick and choose. Nas co-signed this behavior because he could have said, I ain't doing it. Diddy co-signed the behavior. Jay-Z co-signed the behavior. And I'm not giving a pass. Where they from? New York City. New York. So people want me to always co-sign dumb shit just because they from New York. That's what a lot of y'all been doing. I ain't giving nobody a pass. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm just giving my opinion. But I'm trying to tell you, it was people from New York that helped fuck the game up. It was people from New York that sold the game out. Stupid. So just because somebody from New York, I'm not giving them a pass when they do some foul stuff. And they all had their hands in destroying hip-hop. All right? So remember that. It ain't where you're from. It's where you at mentally. If you're dumb, you're just dumb. Don't matter where you're from. But I told you, man, the whole world been dumbed down. Why? The whole America is infatuated with fucking Sideshow Bob and other cartoon characters. But this Sideshow Bob is BLUEFACE. His girl is a junkie. And they two idiots. And they two losers. And they represent the Black lost family. Do I got to show you again? Look at Sideshow Bob. Tats on chest. Sideshow Bob. Tats on chest. Rip sleeve, shirt open. Rip sleeve, shirt open. You've been trolled by Sideshow Bob. Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. You've been trolled because you don't know signs and symbols. Your whole life is a joke. Your whole life been a fake-ass movie. Your whole life been a goddamn comic book. Some of us know better now, though. Some of y'all still don't. So my point is this, y'all. While they've been trolling with BLUEFACE, they've been passing laws in California and around the world. They just passed a law that is going to affect every poor family in California. If your children get locked up, anybody get locked up doing a petty crime, you can't get out of jail unless you have a bank card or somebody who is verified come to bond you out. So we already know what's happening. They let the kids in LA loot and riot and act a savage for months. Now, when they catch them, they ass going to jail and they ain't getting out. This is a rigged system they created. Something else I showed you earlier. Whack 100 is always on the internet. You'll see since he's been on the internet has been trash. He also had a hand in destroying the shit and keeping niggas dumb. And Whack 100 is smart because he know every couple of months, all he got to do is say something outlandish and grown men are going to act up for about 2 months. But what nobody wanted to give a pass is that, or didn't want to notice, is that Whack 100 co-signed 2 cartoon characters to this day. Blueface and Tekashi. Tekashi was a fake blood that trolled New Yorkers. Blueface is a fake-ass Cali Crip that trolls LA people. 2 manufactured characters, plants that were willingly accepted. And in my opinion, anybody that co-signed this, Whack also went viral for laying on his stomach. So anybody that co-signed them, you should already know they're a joke. And Whack 100 co-signed both of them. And this is why he trolls dumb people that think he's a gangster. Because deep down inside, Whack 100 know he ain't no gangster. He know he is not trying to kill nobody. He is not trying to let nobody die. All right? He's a manager of entertainers. He's a manager of clowns. Because even clowns have managers. Did you know that? If a clown is in a circus, he has a manager. He manages clowns. You still didn't ask yourself a question? Damn, why Whack 100 don't have no real artists that got real talent, that drop albums, do real stuff? Did you ever ask yourself that? Why he don't got no real talent? Also, Whack 100 knows the rap game is over. Rappers get paid off of their social media platforms now. That's where they get their money now. They don't rap no more. Y'all didn't figure it out yet still, huh? Anyway, these are shenanigans that have been distracting people. Mind you, they say that law that just passed in California is racist and is going to be passed everywhere. Why? The system is discriminating against the minorities and the poor because they know this. Poor means you do not have a bank account. I don't care if you got 10,000 cash in your hand right now. If you do not have a bank account, according to society, you are poor and broke because your cash is no good. Do you understand what I'm telling y'all? If you got 50,000, don't matter no more. If you do not have a bank account, that is the new broke. That is the new system. They also know that if you are on public assistance, how the hell you got cash money to bond somebody out? So this is why they're using this shit. This is a time where social service is going to be in people's business more than ever financially and checking on the welfare of your kids. So common sense, they already know that. If you homeless already, you're not getting out. If you're poor, you're not getting out of jail. That's the new law. Meanwhile, people that do real dirt and got cash can get out. That's the difference. So the whole law they just passed will be in stone to the day we die. If you're in California, you better not get caught stealing a bag of chips. Your ass going to jail. You can't get out with no cash. So just remember that. They saying these laws are now racist, and y'all know they was trying to pass the law in New York. They just tap dancing. They're going to pass the law in New York. That law going to be everywhere. That law is going to put a nail in the coffin of every hood person. Because they know what, y'all? The hood, street people that live by the gun, that live by the street code, bad bitches, they don't make bank. They don't put money in the bank. They don't deal with bank transactions. So a lot of you chicks that get caught for prostitution, guess what? You ain't gonna have no cash bail. Everybody who make their money cash, your cash ain't gonna be good if you get locked up. Anybody who make money off the books in LA, you get locked up for some bullshit, your money ain't no good. You're gonna sit. And mind you might go to jail for something petty. Next thing you know, you get beat up. Some more shit happened. Now you fucking just in jail, man. That's it. New laws. So while BLUEFACE been trolling, LA has been being turned into nothing. They've been robbing street vendors, beating people up, homeless epidemic, trash. I also wanted to tell y'all what's going on right now, in my opinion. The country is purging. We can now say, y'all, we are dealing with official purge. Before I said the country was purging in slow motion. Now the country is purging, y'all. The country is purging. They're just not recording or reporting on it. But everywhere in America, it is stealing, looting, robbing, home break-ins, rapings, killings, period. And out of everything I said, nobody's getting caught or going to jail. Remember we spoke about a couple weeks ago, that girl, I showed y'all that girl that killed that young boy by mistake? Well, that girl is still on the run. They ain't catch her yet. When have we ever heard of a person killing a 10-year-old still on the run? Because somehow it's a lot of people killing right now and they're not getting caught. Because it's a purge right now, y'all. They're not going to say it on TV till it's too late. It's a purge. That's why the smart people already left California. The people that was in New York that see what's going on, they left. Whatever city they from, when they started seeing this little purge, they started leaving. Because a purge is coming. They say that's the last nail in the coffin. Everybody running wild on the street. George Floyd Part 3. That's coming. Allegedly. So other than that, I ain't doing a recap on the rest of this stuff. I just want to show y'all, as things get the most real in the country, you're going to see they trying to make us the most stupid and dumb and sleep, period. So in my opinion, if they're not talking about the real talk that we really want to hear, like where's our money at, we don't care about none of this stuff. If y'all not talking about public assistance as far as gas vouchers, food vouchers, rent vouchers, we not listening. We don't care about none of this stuff. Because I know I ain't the only one that don't care. And not like I said, the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler is pulling this shenanigan for many reasons. In my opinion, one reason is to always make us look like idiots. Always portray the black man as soft, a sissy, heartless, spineless, and always clowning and joking. Also, I think this is a reach to get more money because that black stuff is not working for the Miami Heat. The black people ain't coming to the games like that. The hood ain't coming because the hood is broke. That's why I also want to show y'all how, remember before, they pandered to the black community. They wanted us involved in everything. But the new black community is the rainbow community. They are the new minorities. That's what Black Lives Matter was all about. But now that the black community is struggling, they are now reaching for the gay community because they spend money. And Miami has a very large gay community. Do y'all remember the shootings that was happening in Florida? Remember they shot up the Rainbow Club? Very large rainbow gatherings in Miami. And in my opinion, they are trying to get the rainbow people to attend these games because the Miami Heat ain't selling tickets, man. Now, they also tried to say that Jimmy Buckets was trolling, and he was mad because the Miami Heat didn't get Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard was supposed to go to the Heat, but he didn't go. And they tried to say that Jimmy Butler was mad, upset, and he's trolling the Miami Heat. But I'm not stupid. Dame Lillard coming to the Heat would have brought a lot of money. If Dame Lillard would have came to Miami Heat, guess what, y'all? These tickets would have started selling fast. And every game in Miami would have been sold out. Because Dame Dollar, a.k.a. Damian Lillard, was going to be playing with Jimmy Buckets. But being that Dame didn't go to Miami Heat, he went to the Bucks. Jimmy got pissed off. But they also know, damn, how the hell we gonna sell these tickets now? The past years, we ain't been selling no damn tickets. They've been fucking dry. So they said, Jimmy, we need you to do something for us real quick. We need to get the Rainbow people to come to these games more, man. We know Miami have a big, large community. They spend money. We need them to come to the games and pay $10 for hot dogs and $12 for popcorn. So, Jimmy, we need you to do something real quick. And Jimmy did what he had to do. Because the message was delivered. This was viral yesterday. It was all around the world, all around the planet. Everybody saw this picture. And I'm pretty sure the Rainbow community got very moist. And I'm pretty sure now they will come to the game to watch Jimmy play. Marketing. It's all a scam. Because your people always put on costumes. Like I said, your people always do work for the white man. And it's been going on since slavery. This is my recap of the first African-American in history to dress up and become a star. That's why to this day, when you want to be a star, you got to dress up. Ta-da. Or when you get money from them people, you got to dress up. Let's use our brain. If this was the first cross-dresser after slavery, who had to pay him for doing these shows? The whites, man. The only way the black man was able to move around from state to state and be in white gatherings, white parties, he had to be a celebrity. He had to be a controlled celebrity. He had to be a clown. He had to be an entertainer. Do you get it? He had to be a clown. He had to be an entertainer. Y'all feel me? The only way back in the slavery days, after a black man could move around this country free, he had to be a coon, a slave, or entertainer. All you're going to see is coons, slaves, and entertainers. Y'all follow me? Coons, slaves, and entertainers. Hopefully y'all got it. African Americans are only free and free to do what they want when they listen to the white man. This is history. These are facts. Not only was he the first drag queen, he was the first one to have a whole house in Washington, D.C. Now, do you see the secret joke? Why Washington, D.C. is one of the most zestiest places in America as well. Now, you see why when brothers be in the feds, it is a known fact that the Washington, D.C. boys can have men as boyfriends? Is it not known in the federal penitentiary that black men from D.C. be in gay relationships? Because a lot of the gay behavior started in D.C. And this man had a whole house and a whole lot of drag queens. And the politicians, the white man, used to go over there and run trains on them. Get it? And black men that was zesty used to hang out there too. So I'm just showing you that this behavior is nothing new in America, because it tells you right here, the first drag queen was born into slavery. Why? Because most of the black slaves were getting violated by the slave owners. A lot of the masters were gay and they were raping the black men and they were buck breaking them. And after slavery, he said, hey, John, hey, you used to entertain us back in the day. You might as well be a show star now. You can be a star. And that's what happened. They was already raping this man when he was a prisoner. Now you see why prisoners get raped? Now you see why raping's going into jail? Because in jail, you're state property. I told you, when you go to jail, you become a slave again. So when you become a slave, that's where the raping's going at, in jail. I told you and showed you the penitentiary is the new plantation. I showed you every which way. All they did was change everything and change names around. Nothing changed. Get it? So that rich man back in the day, that man right there with that trans, that was Puffy back in the day right there. That was the first man to say, take that and bust dance moves. Get it? Nothing new, y'all. Just showing y'all this black history. 150 years ago, today, nothing changed. See that? See the man in the costume? That man had on a suit and tie. This man got on a suit and tie with the trans. Same shit. Look like the same shit to me. Look like the same thing to me. The same key characters always going to appear in the same activities, doing the same thing. Told y'all, if you just start paying attention, you would have already saw this years ago. Cosign. Diddy praises Lil Nas X for BET Award. Look at Diddy back in the day, co-signing the transgender. Same shit. Because they work for the same people. The people that taught them to do this, the same people Diddy follows to this day. And Jay-Z. They made this black man rich back in the day. Probably made him a millionaire of his time. Back in his day, probably was the richest black man. To this day, the richest black man. Same shit. Because they made him rich. That's why. They made him rich. I'm done. We finished. We out. We out, y'all. Bernardo Stone, what's the word? Episode 554. They try to shut us down in the beginning, y'all, but we still here. Told y'all, man, to be totally honest with y'all, YouTube is trash. YouTube is whack. I only come on here for my people. I keep telling y'all this. For the people that say fame, good job. I appreciate your work. You funny, whatever. I only do it for certain people. I'm telling y'all, man, YouTube is corny. It's trash. It's starting to be a waste of time. See, it's the same thing keep happening. I spoke about how once the game slows up, it's going to slow down every social media platform. It's going to slow down every trending topic. And I'm already seeing it, and it's already happening. That's why it's a lot more stuff I want to do, but I have to focus on creating more original content, y'all. I'm never going to be a person just to keep doing videos of trash, just to keep doing videos. I got shit to do with my real life. Get it? When I take time on my real life, I like for it to be for real stuff or for real people. So I told you I don't care about no troll. I don't care about fake supporters. I only get motivated to come on this platform because people understand and appreciate what I do. Other than that, I'm telling you, this internet is whack. It's trash, man. It's corny. I'm starting to feel like a cornball every time I come on YouTube now, to be honest with you. Ramen, what's up, Ramen? Salute, family. The number one curse placed on us was entertainment. Because they knew that they could enter our household, into our mind, into our community, and contain us with nonsense. And we've been contained with nonsense for so long, y'all. That is one of the curses. It was never a lot of warfare and bloodshed placed upon us. They placed entertainment on us. And ever since entertainment, we've been in bondage again. Now, after slavery, allegedly, things were supposed to get better. But then you're going to see they always made our betterment or our progress only through entertainment. Even though, let me go back to that picture because I don't want to forget this lesson. What's up, Next Stars? I see you. Now, mind you, even though this man was dressing up like a trans back then, keep in mind, at this same time, a lot of our people still own land. Still own land. Still had strongholds across America. Don't forget that. So my point is this. Hold up. This whole thing is mental warfare. It always been mental warfare. The more the black man is not himself, the easier it is to run this thing. You know, it already happened a long time ago, man. So I told people before, in my opinion, don't keep getting worked up by this stuff. Don't get upset because people sign up for this stuff. And in America, you're free to do whatever you want. But one thing some people are going to learn, the choices you make today is going to haunt you for the rest of your life. And that's what we're looking at right now. And that's why we see a whole group of people, mainly African Americans, losing the race in last place. They're the joke of the planet. They can't sustain without themselves, and they hate each other, and they can't stick together. So by that note, you should already know who's losing and who lost already, who is the joke. And also, you should know by now the ones who participate in the joke, because they all participated in this big joke. A big joke. See that? Little Nas X. Don't ask, don't tell. Manufactured product of costumes. And sold and bought by you. I mean, sold and bought by Jay-Z. That's a real dude from Marcy Projects in Brooklyn. I never in my life knew brothers from Marcy Projects stand next to idiots like this. Never saw that in my life. But then again, I also heard how Jay-Z don't take pictures with certain people. He denied people verses, took people verses off the track. He didn't do that to Lil Nas X. See that? But people love to pick and choose. And all you got to know is none of these characters did nothing for New York City. New York City is in fucking hell right now. Going through it. Nobody saying nothing. Because it's a joke. Masquerading. Now you see where masquerading come from? At all of these events where masks are worn, deviant sexual behavior. Y'all saw the movie. What is it called? Eyes Wide Shut, something like that. That movie with I always forget this full name. I always get it mixed up. Tom Cruise. I always get his name mixed up. I think it was Tom Cruise. Y'all know that movie where he was going to that mansion in the Hamptons. They all had on masks and Zesty activity was taking place. You also saw when Jay-Z and Dame Dash made a movie. When the movie come on, I think it's called Death of a Dynasty. The same movie, they was trolling everybody about The Rock breaking up. But when the movie came on, it was one of those parties with the mask on. We know this also goes on with Mardi Gras. What is it called? Masquerading, perpetrating a fraud, hiding who you really are. Spirit. Halloween deals with spirits. Whatever you put on, that's the spirit you intake. Or you dress up to hide the real you and be somebody else. Cross-dressing, costume, a mask, makeup, same shit. So that's why I told you it is the weirdos that love to masquerade in costumes. They love the masquerade in costumes. The main costume they like to masquerade in is thug life and tough guy. Really, they soft as cotton. See, tough guy. It's a costume, man. That man throwing a Yankee fitted to the side, on chain, stood out front of a Bentley, and he was a street dude overnight. Same hairstyle as Jimmy Butler, same hairstyle, same shit. But this is what they all co-sign. Now you see why they pick dudes like this to be your celebrity leader? Every last one of these celebrities are nerds and lames. Every last one of them, nerds. That's why when they get the money, they don't know how to act. That's why they can get them to do anything, because they are nerds and lames anyway. See that? Look like Lil Nas X was getting finessed back in the day. Just showing y'all these characters, man. And you're also going to see a lot of shady characters in the industry have military backgrounds. Either them or their parents. But a lot of people have been masquerading. So now you should understand, wherever you see people dressing up, a black tie affair. See that black tie? A black tie affair. Who likes to throw black tie affairs? Jay-Z. Black tie affair. Can we say at that black tie affair was a lot of partying going on, a lot of funny stuff? You know how we know? Because Tiffany Haddish was drunk out her mind. That's how we know. And I'm pretty sure she wasn't the only one drunk. And at this party, was a lot of men at the black tie affair. See? Meek Mill with the black tie. Yeah, man, they out there masquerading, having a party. And Jay-Z is so smart, he make dummies pay $50,000 to be his friend. He the one that be in the house bored as fuck. He be in the house bored. That nigga be so bored and a hater, he ain't let nobody come to his house and chill with him and Beyonce. He ain't doing that. So when he get bored and want to come outside, he throws events. And then he make his friends pay to chill with him. That's what he does. That man charged people $50,000 a plate to chill with him for what? I'm also showing you Jay-Z created another hustle for himself. He's not dropping no more music. He know rap is dead. He know his fans peeped him out, and he know the new generation is exposing his ass, so he gets money off of old heads and dummies, and get paid off clout chasers. Jay-Z now makes money off throwing fake events, charging people $50,000 a ticket. Before, Jay-Z got paid $50,000 a show. Now he get paid $50,000 to charge dummies to chill with him. That's simple. So on that note, he's smart. He is smart now. I will say that. You got to be an idiot to pay $50,000 to chill with somebody. All right. On that note, we done. Shout out to the whole building. Shout out to everybody in attendance, everybody that tapped in. Don't pay these fools no mind. And once again, I'm going to tell y'all one more time. And don't forget, Usher is doing the Super Bowl. So a lot of y'all will be watching a man perform on the stage with Rice Krispies on his genitals. And they're going to play him at the Super Bowl, and he's going to be in every household across America with little kids watching, little girls, wives, husbands, everybody going to watch Mr. Rice Krispie Man on the stage. Look, don't forget, because people don't remember. Usher is pleading with a judge to seal his private medical records as part of a lawsuit filed by 2 women and a man. Usher also gave herpes to a man. But y'all want to keep writing out the man part and keep sticking to the woman part. Usher is Zesty. He is a swinger and a singer. Maybe a singer is short for swinger because Usher is a celebrity just like this man was back in the day. He is the new entity. Nothing new, y'all. That's Usher and Puffy back in the day. Same shit. So don't say some are Zesty. Say all of them are Zesty. It's just that all of them don't wear costumes. Or they switch up their costume. Because now Usher is a tough guy. But I'm done. We done. We out. For real this time. Told y'all, some episodes I'm into, some I'm just not. Just one of them. Not into it. What's up, y'all? Yeah, man. What's up, Big Phil? Malanese? What's the word? Thank you very much, Natasha, for buying that membership up like that. Thank you very much, John Shaft, for supporting like you always do, bro. You already know your family, man. Yeah, you say he was one. You said Jimmy was one of them fun boys. You said it. You damn sure said it. And I ain't argue or deny it. I ain't argue or deny it, but I had to give you credit because you said it first. That man is Zesty. Pandering. I'm like, man, is those piercings fake? Mind you, he had 2 lip rings. You can't see it in the picture. 2 lip rings on the edges and an eye ring that came out of nowhere. I said, this man never had no piercings. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, is this shit fake? Is he trolling? Are those real piercings? What's going on? I said, I don't know, man. But as you see, remember that other Zesty YouTuber came on YouTube and said that he was getting touched on? And he liked to wear hats like that too, don't he? I think when they want to be tough guys, they put on a fisherman military hat. I think that's their tough guy image. Because some dudes, when they want to look tough, they grow their hair out. You know what I'm saying? They start putting on bandanas. You get it? But really, they really want to dress funny. Matter of fact, I think we've seen that YouTuber do that with his hair too sometime. I think so. Every now and then, he'll perm his hair out and let it hang. He does it every now and then too. They always show you who they are, man. They always show you. They don't hide it. That's why it's nothing to get mad at. When people do shit in your face and don't hide it, you the fool, not them. You the idiot. You the one that bought this. You the one that bought this fucking sideshow Bob shit. You still don't know Blueface is a sideshow, a Hollywood sideshow, a Hollywood acting ass Cali nigga? You still didn't know that yet? He's a sideshow. And his manager is too. The part y'all don't understand, man. Same people, they're the same entity, man. One for the West Coast, one for the East Coast. You can't have one troll trolling both coasts. It take too much work. You gotta have two separate trolls, man. That's it. And Boosie is the troll for the South. Same niggas. Idiots. You idiots. Who else up in here, man? We about to go, y'all. We at the end. High tech knowledge. That's right. That's right, y'all. What up? What's up, Dark Migo? What's up, TG? Bro, I just peeped it. The Georgia dude looked just like Young Thug flicking the dress. Bingo! You caught it, TG. Now, you know I showed Young Thug in that dress. That same dress. But you're right. I should have put both of them up today. And I got caught lacking on that. You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. Let me go back to that picture. Let's go back to the first transsexual in history. Bow. Who's the last transsexual in history? Young Thug. Young Thug. Did Young Thug have on the same dress, family? When I showed him with the purple and all of that? My stupid ass need to bring the picture up. This is what I was trying to tell y'all. This is how they've been trolling us because they know the real history. This is some of the things I stress. The people that don't like you know your real, true history. They know your true history. They know your true dirty history because they created all of your dirty history. They created it. What's part of the dirty history? That you were poor and you come from nothing. They gave you that history. Your family ain't give you that history. That was them. But my point is, did you not see Young Thug dressed up like this with the purple? I showed it on his camera. Y'all saw it before. I showed it on the TV. Pardon me, the screen. Same shit. This is the TV right here for us. I showed it right here. But when TG just brought to my attention, my stupid ass didn't peep. This was Young Thug back then. Shit. I'm also showing you how they keep us stuck in time. This is why I told y'all they got us on one time, but the rest of the world's on another time. Our time consists of going nowhere. Circles, circles, circles. Make you think you're getting somewhere, but you're going in a fucking circle. You on a boat, but the shit ain't going nowhere. That's black people. That's African Americans. See that? He right. What it says, Georgia voice. Georgia, Young Thug. The first drag queen. Do you see them teaching the Georgia boys their history? Now you see why Offset dressed like that? Get it? Lil Baby? Name them all. Name them. Just run down the name. Just keep running down the names. Andre 3000. Remember he did that stuff? All right. Now y'all know. Now y'all can own it. Nothing new. Young Thug and P. Diddy right there. Lil Nas X and Jay-Z right there. Ain't nothing new. Same shit. Bingo. Same shit. Bingo. Same shit. This who Jay-Z hanging with, y'all. This who Nas made a whole song with for that check. Y'all, are y'all still going to give Nas a pass today? I told you I call it down the middle. But Nas right, he right. But I ain't gonna give him a pass. I said he was one of the realest rappers that held it down. I didn't say recent, because when he made this song, I washed my hands of Nas, y'all. He sold out. And don't forget, this around the same time they were saying Nas was broke. This was around the same time when Khalees was taking his ass to court. That's how I peeped it when he did it. I said, Nas sold out for that money. Let me ask my brothers from Queensbridge. Let me ask my brothers from Brooklyn. For what price would you take a picture with a clown like this? What's your price, bro? Would you take a picture with him, bro, for 5 bands right now? Would you take a picture with him for $200? Well, they did it. Diddy even gave him a cosign. Praises Lil Nas X. Diddy told him to be fearless. Ain't that funny talk they tell each other to be fearless and slay and all that? That's why I told y'all certain words you got to stay away from, man. Just showing you, man. He told him to be fearless. Come out the closet, my brother. Be fearless. Black excellence. Told you, man. That's it. The joke is on you, Jack. You the joke. Lean Wesley. Female Noah. Your son. Who else up in here? We about to get out of here, y'all. Shout out to Miss Jackie up in here. Soulfully sowing seeds. That's right. Buckwheat. That's right. Remember, back then, you had to be a coon, straight idiot, all of that. That's the only way you were spared. They let you sit in. They let you fly coach. That's right. Chris Miller. Remember back in the days when they got killed for trying to read? Got their ass whipped? Because they ain't want you to know the truth. Same way, if they start running their mouth speaking the truth now, what you think gonna happen to them now? Same shit. Did you know it's still a crime for black people to be smart? I mean, African Americans, did you know that? It's still a crime. If an African American get on this internet and start talking too smart, watch what happens to him. Yeah, it's a crime for African Americans to be smart. You ain't know that? They never changed that law. You didn't know that. Nope. That law never been changed, y'all. Actually, they also created new tricks. Before, they didn't want African Americans to pick up books. Now they don't pick them up by themselves. So I'm just showing y'all, everything they did in slavery still goes on to this day. Only thing different is you go to car lots, you can get a house, you can get nice clothes and stuff like that. But other than that, you know, you got your little phone or whatever. But other than that, ain't nothing changed at all. So we about to get out of here, y'all. I'm just cruising. On that note, we done. It's cruising to the chat, should I say? You gotta say pause for everything. Cruising mean looking for tricks. You can't even say that. High tech. That's right, man. New York, hold your head up, man. Everywhere, hold your head up, man. Everywhere. But right now, New York and California catching hell. But it's just that those are the only places they showing us. Everywhere else is not being documented, meaning anything could be going down. We ain't gonna know. We don't know what's been going on in Hawaii since they done did that over there. They ain't covering it no more. That's when they really, really do dirty work. Salute, C. Miller. Salute for getting the membership, bro. Shout out, family. You already know. What's up, Shot 247? Thanks for supporting the channel, family. Thanks for becoming a member. All right. So, y'all got more to come. Y'all just stay tuned. I was just reading the chat, making sure everybody said what they had to say. What's up, 420? Said, my sons are all confused by what happened with Lil Nas X now wearing dresses. That's right. Because the kids liked them first. I see it with my own eyes. They marketed him to the kids on purpose. Same thing they doing with Ice Spice. Same thing they did with Tekashi. What we don't understand is they've been marketing to the kids 12, 13, 11, 15, 14, 18. Not us. We know the truth. We've been seeing through the shit. This is for them. If you a little boy, never had a girlfriend, never had no coochie, you growing up watching 6ix9ine. You don't know the difference between a woman and a man. You confused. Now the young boys start going to this thing called puberty. But he looking at entities that are mixed messages. No such thing as being born. Some of y'all were made and manufactured real young by different things that went in your subconscious. And yes, a young boy that hang around his mother too much and know her conversations and talk with her and her friends and all that stuff, that can make you zesty growing up. Because you're acting like your role model who is your mother. So if you was a young boy and you was up under your mother every day until you was 18, your mama told you what to do, how to dress, how to deal with women, how to eat, how to do this, do that, mama, you might become like this when you get older. It just happens. Happened to a lot of young boys. They also said a lot of mothers actually preferred for their son to be zesty because they felt like that was safer than their son being a thug getting killed on the street. So instead of getting killed on the street, some mothers actually embraced their son being like this. So that's why I say, man, this all is manufactured product. It was created. Why? Before Tekashi was around, years before that, this stuff did not exist. It was not normal. Look at the date of Tekashi, 2014. I always told you the Obama era marks the Zesty era. Everything you see Zesty started back then. You will see Tekashi in the Obama era looking very sweet, looking like a boy toy. Then he got older, and I think Whack 100 ran a train on him. Recent. That's what I think. My opinion. I think they still run trains on each other. That's what I think. And I think Diddy ran a train on Lil Nas X too, at one of them at the BET party. That's what I think. I'm reaching, and that's my opinion. I ain't giving no passes. I think they ran trains on these people. I think Diddy hit that, and I think Jay-Z hit that. That's what I think. That's what I think. So I ain't giving no passes, man. I'm about to be out. I holler at y'all. One. That's fact, high tech. A lot of mama's boys never grew up in the mine. Anybody didn't grow up in a mine, you're considered a minor, a minority, because your mind didn't grow up. Your mind, your thoughts are not major. You don't think about real stuff. You don't think about major things. You don't do nothing on a major scale. Everything you do is limited, low level, and petty. Minor. See why low frequency relates with minor? Anything low, falling, lesser, minor. Who's the minors of the country? Who's the ones that never want to grow up? Now you see why they call us these names? These are code words for idiots, man. They got a whole bunch of code words they call us idiots to our face with. But a lot of people dropped out of school and never learned reading and comprehension. It's one thing to know how to read, but if you can't comprehend the words that are being spoken to you, you don't have comprehension. That makes you a fool. Get it? I can say stuff to your face, embarrass you, insult you, you won't even get it. And the people around me that get it, they can laugh. They've been doing that to us for years, y'all. It's called media. BLUEFACE, Christian Rock. That's what it's called. What if Hov made Nas X wear another killer fit because he knew Cam wasn't with him back then? Exactly. I broke all that down, TG. I told you they were trolling Cam with that too. And it was really, I spoke about that. I asked the question, did Cam know what he was doing back then? I wasn't saying he was Zesty. I was saying, was he trying to market to the Zesty community? Because everybody know New York got one of the biggest Zesty communities in America too. And they knew back then that to sell records, man, you couldn't just get money off the hood. Why, y'all? Let's keep it funky. Man, I should have said that funky word. Shit. That's that other lame nigga. But see, he didn't make up keeping it funky. He just ran with that shit. A lot of New York slang, niggas came on the internet and ran with it. But it's like they made it up. So I can't say certain words that lame niggas used to say. All right? Keeping it funky, niggas in New York said that back in the day. That's old slang. That's old shit. All right? It's old shit. And that nigga brought that shit to the internet, but he ain't make it up. Just to let y'all know and clarify that shit. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, man, they let all of this stuff is wrapped up with pedophilia and all that too. Who the main people dress up for Halloween? Kids. And what I was saying back then, they knew rap records didn't sell like that. Why? Because the streets, what we do, y'all, we bought mixtapes. We bought albums. But after the 2000s, I'm going to be real. After the 2000s, we stopped buying. This is what I peep, y'all. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I think when CDs started being like $20 and $18, I think we stopped buying CDs after that. And that's why I say before, hip-hop really only lasted because of mixtapes. We just didn't peep it. Think about after the whole Ether Wars, that's when New York City really crashed. That's why he told us New York been soft since the buildings crashed, right? Even though he was still cool with Snoop the whole time. He put that Snoop line in the song that was disrespectful. But they was really telling us New York is finished. was telling us back then. We about to sell this shit out. All that tough guy shit ain't going nowhere. We about to kill that. So you'll see after that beef with the Kings, Nas, 50, Diddy, Jay-Z, all that bullshit, and they got every clique to beef with each other from G-Unit, Dipset, all of the prominent rappers at that time got caught up in a whirlwind of this King of New York beef shit. Meanwhile, that was a distraction to crush New York rap. And at the same time, they were signing artists from out of town. At this time, they had already signed Ludacris. Like, they already had proved that the down south rappers were going to blow up. Even though at a Sauce Awards, this is why I'm going to show you how far back this plan goes, in my opinion. Two significant things happened at the Sauce Awards that went over everybody's head. Nobody brought this up. Two major things. The Sauce Awards was the start of the East Coast, West Coast beef. We all know that. But one thing y'all forgot is that is the same event where Andre 3000 said something very powerful. He said the South got something to say. But little did you know that once the East Coast, West Coast beef died, the South was going to get the game after that. And you'll see it happened strategically right after that. They threw you off because they gave the South the Master P. You'll see right after Tupac died and Biggie, Master P was that dude. That's when they gave it to the South. And before Master P could lose it, the cash money, bang, they gave the South more power. Even though Jay Prince was already down there. But Jay Prince wasn't playing industry games, period. So Master P was willing to play the industry game as well as Baby. And you'll see the game was in the South ever since then. But it was a buildup because remember, at this time, everybody didn't accept the South. So they had a campaign some more. They gave it to Atlanta. And then Atlanta and New York always had a connection. People from our hood moved to Atlanta in the 90s. Get it? Mad people from our hood. To this day, I got people from our hood that live in Atlanta right now. They was down there since the 90s. So we've been had an Atlanta connection, meaning, you know what I'm saying? They ain't nothing new. And they knew all of this. They knew this back then. So let's move the game to Atlanta. And the New York executives were going to Atlanta anyway. Didn't Puffy already have Justice in Atlanta? Diddy and Big and them Ben was going to Atlanta. Jay-Z was with JD, Money in the Thing, and they got a song Money in the Thing. In the Ferrari switching in the lane. Nope, popped up in Atlanta. Whoa, he was rapping about Atlanta back. They was going with Atlanta way back then. So they already had the plan. We can move the game to Atlanta. They already knew about Freaknik. They already knew about all the Greek fraternities. They already knew about the gay community. So that shit was a plan. But to get you to buy into it in New York, Diddy gave you Jeezy. Gave you Jeezy. Now you in tune with Atlanta. Then they gonna slip Laffy Taffy out there on you. D4L. They started pushing them dancers on you. Oh, got you in Atlanta frenzy. Little did you know the game was going to leave New York, period. So while all this going on, what kept the game going was the mixtapes. We know the characters, D-Block, Dipset. Let's go down the line. The mixtapes kept New York in power for over 10 years. For years. Then we had Max B, French Montana. It was waves. Then it was what kept New York in power? The DVDs. Because no matter how much you sold out, no matter how much Atlanta was popping, you still had to get a Smack DVD to see what was popping in New York. You had to see what was trendy. The original trendy was what? The DVDs and the magazines. So New York kept it popping through DVDs. Cocaine City. Get it? The Come Up. Sub-Zero had its thing going on. That's how we stayed relevant. We stayed relevant through the 2000s from mixtapes and DVDs. The rap game been over. We been knew this already, y'all. It's just that people forgot the game been over. It been over for real, y'all. We just sustained from underground shit. And in my opinion, now it's going back to underground shit. Anything underground is still official. If it's official, you get it? Meaning, if somebody drops some shit right now, let me hear it. If it's fire, it's fire. It ain't got nothing to do with the airwaves no more. If I pass it to somebody else, say, yo, bro, this shit fire. Who is it? I don't know. This shit hot, though. It's still popping. Rap is still living. Get it? It's just on another level now. It's not industry no more. So I had to clarify that, man. On that note, we already know Jimmy is Zesty. We already know the rap game over. We out. For real this time. One.